All right, we're back with Ultimate Admiral's Dreadnought. I have again the replay bug, or the recording bug rather, where I cannot hear the game sound. I hope it still records and that I don't talk over what the sounds are. Having said that, the sounds are not, you know, big in that game, unless we go into a naval battle. All right, that's disclaimer out of the way. You will notice that the map looks slightly different from the last recording. This is because I spent some time off screen, a lot of time off screen. At the moment, we're at war with the Japanese, but it's more of a cold war than a hot war because we don't have much overlap except that they try to take Tonga from us. So, on the other hand, we annexed northwestern Mexico, southwest Mexico. We have taken Costa Rica from the Spanish. We have taken Cuba from the Spanish. We have taken the Virgin Islands from the Spanish, as well as Western Sahara, southern Algeria, and Tripolitana, and Morocco. And they gave us as reparations also the Northern Marianas, which is here at Saipan. Their fleet during the war was reduced to 33 ships. And we have now 186. We built 27, but this is misleading because 40 of them are not surface ship, but submarines. No, sorry. We built 20 submarines. Yeah, 10 of them are ready next month. And the others are already commissioned now, or in the process of being commissioned. Our finances look very, very healthy. Well, not if I spend it like there's no tomorrow. So our shipyard is 65,400 and we're almost at capacity with building ships. Let's have a look. We just unlocked a new battle cruiser hull. Let's see what we can do with it. We also unlocked some severely big guns. Which might be worthwhile installing. Loading times are frustrating sometimes. So we have experimental dreadnought. It's also one of the new ones we have unlocked. This one I do not particularly like. So, but that's not what I wanted to look at. We wanted to look at Battle Cruiser 2. No, it was the experiment. It was the dreadnought. So we have an experimental dreadnought 3, which we can build up to 49,500 tons. And the maximum optimal speed is 22 knots. So this is too fast. Because it gets exponentially more expensive if you go above the suggested maximum speed. So we have now oil 1 burners, which immediately save 10%. Want, of course, the best protection against torpedoes, which will make it quite costly. So we have tall at 1, we have like the towers. You see we have now from 400 tons to 2,100 or 2,200, 2,600 tons. This one is better. In every regard. So we install this one, and it's lighter, but it's more expensive. So can we fit it at all? We cannot. Ah, wait. And we have a secondary tower. I can put it here. No, I can't. Need to put it here. Is that in the middle? It is. Okay. We want to put it here then. Now funnels. Looks already not that bad. And rangefinder, we take the stereo because that's good for long range accuracy, and we will have long range guns. Hydro, detection finders. Yeah. So now to the main guns. We take centerline guns. And what do we take? The ones with the orange are at least Mark III. I'm of the opinion capital ships should at least have 12-inch guns. See, 15 and 16-inch guns, because they're only Mark 1s, they're inferior to the Mark 14, the 14-inch guns when it comes to range. And they're slower to No, they're faster to reload. Why is it slow? Oh no, round per minute. Okay, yeah. And they're slower to reload as well. And they have a lower muzzle velocity, so probably it's better to give this ship 14-inch guns, even though we can go bigger. But for the time being, this appears to be the better choice. We can take triple barrel turrets. Three in the front. Now I want the barbette. Sense. Yeah, they offer more protection against flash fire. Okay. I can't use these for. I don't like that. Yeah, poppycock. So if I put them close together, the citadel, which is depicted here, here, this is where extra armament is put on, because I say so. This is that thingy, turtleback armor scheme, which means there's a second layer of protection for the vital parts of the ship, such as the magazines and the elevators leading to the magazines. And the further apart the gun positions are, the longer this citadel gets. So, for example, if I were to move this gun to the furthermost position, see, this is now the citadel. It's 43,000 tons, and if I move her back, so, see, it's 3,000 tons less. So since we can't have an even taller barbette, unless we can put barbette on top of but that would look silly, right? It would. On the other hand, we could put another barbette, you know, this one, for example, which has a better flash file. Oh, Lord. Then the citadel gets bigger as well, again. No. I don't need a gigantic one. It's too big. So, how about this one? Okay. Just makes it more expensive and heavier, maybe. That seems to be a good compromise. Can I take this? I can. Can I put it on a barbette? Probably a smaller one. Like this one. Okay. Yeah, so I fire above the other gun position. Okay, so now I have 12 14-inch guns. So secondary guns, 5 or 6-inch be my preference. Let's take 5 triple barrels. Yeah, I can't put them here. Put them here, but then this one doesn't have a free firing position anymore. Oh, really? Didn't think it was big enough. Okay, well. Which parts are badly placed? None. Oh, that was because I still had secondary gun. Should I go for 3-inch? Yes, let's go for 3-inch. Casemate. Should be good against destroyers. Okay. So we have still 5,000 tons to play around with. So let's get a bigger belt. Right, conning tower. Here I tend to go for the maximum. If we can afford it tonnage wise. Yeah, turret armor needs to be as good as I can afford it. Maybe even 10-inch. Yeah, okay. Now, for the secondaries, I will leave the barrel length as they are because I want them to be fast firing. But for the 14-inch guns, maybe we want that extra range and accuracy. So, oh yeah. We still can afford it. Nice. So this is a ward off of potential catastrophic occurrences like what happened to the Hood, for example. That one hit at the wrong place started a fatal chain reaction. The Hood was torn apart basically by a hit to a magazine, a ready magazine, and the ready magazine then apparently spread into the magazine proper, and all the explosives went bang. Unfortunately, not at the enemy's expense, but at the Hood's own expense. So I think I'm not a big fan of this arrangement here, but I like the additional 3 barrels, so I think we leave it as is. Oh, here, incendiary. Semi-auto piercing. This gives me higher range and more penetration. But less damage. How much penetration does my gun have? "24 inches." I like the increased damage, and I like the angles at which it can be deflected. So I'll leave it for the time being. Let's take increased load. Let's use powder. Let's use TNT. Oh yeah, okay. Electric. Can't do electrical either. Can you hydraulics? Yes, we can. And that we cannot. Nah, the 10% are not worth it. We leave it as is. So that seems to be a decent design. So let's save it. Let's build 1 or 2. And while we're at it, we had some progress for destroyers. Shouldn't have gone out. So let's build some new destroyers. Okay. I take this one mainly for the spotting and the damage control. Because I will have one single gun anyway. So this one is too big, huh? Doesn't fit. So this one then doesn't fit either. Well, hold on. Yeah, I know. I think I can only have 1600 tons, right? Up to 2000. How fast can she go? Okay. I don't take triple. Oh well. No, double. Mhm. Well, I only have one. Yeah, so okay, single hull it is. I don't want to. This one I won't. Okay, that's better. Mindhunter. Yeah, needs 90 tons for the equipment to clear mines. Can go 1700 tons. You can. Can we build 1800? I don't think we can. No, yeah, 1700 it is. Mm. Okay, so this is more a multi-purpose vessel, or rather an ASW vessel, which has some mine cleaning functions. I did not do anything with the armament because you can't put any reasonable armor. You can't put any reasonable armor on it anyway. So anything that hits will penetrate anyway. Unless I want to sacrifice a lot of other functionalities, which I do not. I like to keep that at 2%. During the war, I ramped up the crew training. Let's have a look at the fleet. I'm looking at DDs. We have a lot of DDs, and some of them are under 1,000 tons. So I'm going to get rid of those because I would need to refit them, which is expensive, and I don't have the capacity for it. These two are, pardon me, these two are at sea, so I can't scrap them. I need to do it individually. Okay. She's at sea. She isn't. Neither is she. Okay. So we called the herd a little bit, so to speak. I still need tonnage here. Where are all my ships gone? Okay. Oh, she's still commissioning. Okay. Come on. I think I need to get rid of some of the designs as well. Especially the ones which I don't have the hull anymore anyway. Or where the hull is outdated, let's put it that way. Come on, game, did you crash? They want to take all my money. Battle cruiser. I don't understand why my cruiser has to go all around Cape Horn when I am in control of the Panama Canal. That doesn't appear logical to me. Okay, so how does finances look? I allow myself minus 4 million in the negative. Have a look at the research. Armor quality can be untoggled. What would make the most sense? The rangefinders. Always good to be more accurate with your... Oh, fuck. Wanted to get rid of all ship designs. Okay, well. Okay, I have one battle cruiser, which is bigger than all of our capital ships we have here. But I have escorts, loads of it. One should therefore be able to... It's a little bit too much. I can't be bothered to micromanage so many ships, to be honest. So I click the auto resolve. Yeah, that's an acceptable price to pay for sinking a 20,000 ton Japanese battle cruiser. So let's look at the politics. Japan has a power rating of 36%. I have 32. But I have 30 task forces with 77 ships. So, yeah, I mean, they still have torpedo boats. They're outdated for about 10 years. So except for battlecruiser, I have more of everything than they have. They build a decent amount though. Vanuatu, okay. Didn't know that this was mine. So maybe I should take something away from the Japanese. How big is this fleet here? 118,000 tons. So this is enough for an invasion. So where do they have possessions, the Japanese? Well, only the homeland it appears, and here like this Okinawa, which probably technically is also considered Japanese. Okay. What's that? A DD. Well, that doesn't bother me too much, I hope. Okay, so we want to go to the old ship designs. So Duluth. Dallas. I mean, we have now light cruisers which are at least doubles, maybe triple the size. Richmond. Oklahoma. Okay, everything which is older than 1900s needs to go. I mean, we have light cruisers now which are heavier than this. No. Oh, damn it. That was not very smart. Smart. Well, on the other hand, No, I stand by my first initial judgment. It was not very smart. Come on. Yeah. So so now it's a little bit more manageable. And torpedo boats, we get rid of them because they don't exist anymore. Okay, so okay, I have the needed tonnage now to conquer northeastern Mexico, which is Neuss. Should be able to protect or thwart the thingamajig, and here I should be able to conquer as well. Let's go to Norfolk. Wow. Where does all this money come from? Well, I'm sure going to use it. Well, maybe like this. Submarines. I don't think I've made big strides in getting new stuff. Mhm. Now battlecruiser 3. Okay. Yeah. Guatemala. Okay. Need 8,000 tons there. Okay. How many tons do I need here? Yeah, so I can afford to send the Huron to Guatemala. Japanese have a battleship there though. Push the Japanese out here. Okay, two rounds. Spanish are stocking up on ships again. They were down to 19, now they're 42 again. Their army logistic is recovering as well. So let's have a look at this new battle cruiser that we potentially can build. Tremendous battle cruiser number 1, hull, obsolete. So battlecruiser 3 up to 33 tons, 33,000 tons of course. And how fast? 28 and a half. Okay. Take the biggest possible. Yep. All right. So of course we go oil. So group 4 on the course bulkheads and all of the citadels. Now so I take this one if they let me. They do. Put it here. Secondary tower. Side guns, center line, please. So this will be a battle cruiser, maybe 13-inch, triple barrel. So I don't need barbettes. Okay. Secondary gun, let's take fifers. Nice. Casemate. Two-inch guns, anyone? No. Okay. That is nice. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 12, 24, 5-inch guns. Okay. Some 3-inch guns. Torpedo launchers. One hand, I think battlecruisers should have torpedoes. On the other hand, they're built-in weakness. So, yeah, I don't know. So, yeah, I don't like the weak armor. That's always the downside of battlecruisers, not from. So. Why did I forget the barbettes? Okay. It's called Samoa. Okay. I think that's a decent. We have some reserves if we want to add something. Oh yes, we want. Specifically, I want to add longer barrels for the main battery guns. Yeah, and now the range is 25 kilometers with armor piercing and 22.5. with high explosives. Okay, I think that's it. Save design, and let's build one. Okay. Look at the research. Special machinery is coming out soonish. Nice. And no, I don't want to go to war with Britain. Please. Better propeller shaft, nice. Quadruple turrets, okay. Southeast Mexico, okay. It's this one, huh? Mm-hmm. How does it fluctuate so much? Maybe we finished some of the ships. Yeah. I believe at the moment it doesn't make sense to build more subs because they're coastal submarines, which means they don't venture out to disrupt trading. Oh, we have a meeting. So we met some of the Japanese forces. Yeah. Really. "21-inch torpedo tubes," okay, which means I can refit all the destroyers. Virginia. Yeah. Southern Colombia. Yep, should be sufficient. Now it's all of a sudden minus 357. What's going on? US does have a center party. That's news to me. Nice. Northeast Mexico again. When is this done? Bollocks. Do we have here? Ooh. Okay. I have not enough to unchair or here. Hmm. Well, we could have as well started a war with them then. Oh, May. So I lost to Pennsylvania. Okay, I built a new one and a light cruiser. Okay. Okay, so ship design. Let's overhaul some of the DDs. Which one is the oldest one we haven't done in a while? Aylwin. No, we delete this one. And all that belong to them. As well as the Adela. Another Aylwin. Okay. So. Let's remove bubbles. Take the quadrants. So then make it 20 inch. Yeah. You know what? You don't need any of this. Mindhunter is okay. Make it. That saves some. That saves some. Yep. What? Oh, we have negative naval funds. Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's a problem. No, why not? Ooh. Nice. Where did that come from? So we have Guatemala now. Which is where? Here. All right, so which frees up this one. Go here. Okay, there's another two. Oh, fuck. Okay, I think I'll leave it here for the moment. Hope you liked it, and see you next time. Bye.